is pretty much the entire 10 people for this label. To run through them one more time, you got...
This is my challenge for you. I'm challenging each and every one of you to make a video showcasing 10 unsigned artists that you would sign to your record label. I'm officially calling out every single hip-hop YouTuber with this video. I want all of you that have a hip-hop based channel, that means Tommy Craze, I'm Dante, CDTV, Mr. 2K, God, Sean C, Blackie Speaks, Adam22, Cuff Boys, Aaron's, Intensified Charts.
Now in rotation. Challenge accepted, Mr. Patrick. Welcome to the best records. Home of the best records. What's up, guys? You may know me. I'm Aaron Richards. I'm the main A&R at Only the Best Records. I got into the industry because my cousin knew Lil Yachty back in 3rd grade. I bought him an ice cream sandwich one time when he didn't have money. The label recognized me as like one of those early people who knew Yachty. So yeah, I've really, you know, been around the game, so I really know how to draft the people. I really understand the ins and outs of the industry, the little things as an A&R. I know it all. So low effort, maximum credit. Low effort, maximum credit. Low maximum credit. That's me, the A&R. Can't do it without me. Look out for my tags on the music. It's gonna sound something like this. Aaron. Something like that. But yeah, I'm really important to the music industry. So I get the job done. I may not know much about like music business. Again, like I was just like homies with Lil Yachty's cousin, and then I bought him. Yeah, you know the story, but I still do good work. I actually, you know that one song, hey, with Tyga was almost on it, but then we got like that other guy from like SoundCloud. That was me. That I curated. I put everybody in the building and said like, yo, make it happen, boys. Well, that was the life and death of the first character attempt on this channel. So, you know, shout out to Aaron Richards out there, just being the top, utmost A&R in this industry, keeping it real 100% of the time. But no, yeah, for real though, let's take a look at what the fuck my record label would look like if I was in charge for some reason. Totally clear, picking different people than I saw Mr. Patrick do, just out of respect. But there were a couple people that I probably would have added onto this very roster. But for the sake of differentiation, here it goes. First pick, no doubt, it's got to be Gene Dawson. Project from late last year, and just the follow-ups, whether it's Power Freak or Bruise Boy. I feel like we're really on the precipice of seeing this guy just blow the fuck up. There's plenty of videos on my channel, or just one in particular that goes into a bunch of these, and my stance on Gene is very clear. And I think that the more people that find him, it's only gonna just grow exponentially. His music's super infectious, so it's really just about like a matter of time, to be honest, for when we're gonna see this guy take the fuck over. The visuals are very creative, and it's often feeling like it's not running on a crazy amount of budget or anything. It's very just smartly done. Like this, he's just on the back of a U-Haul, and that type of creativity and something out of nothing type of like mantra, putting it on your back, the way that Gene does that and portrays it, is just going to be some of the greatest, most successful musical careers. I feel like I really have this gut instinct about this guy, where I just feel like we're looking at a star in the making. And you know, nevertheless, I think he's someone that you should definitely have on your label. because he can kind of do everything. He's across all genres, and I think that no matter who he's paired up with across the label, he's gonna really bring a whole lot of creativity out of other people. Next up though, we got Mavi, maybe.
We can't keep waiting, I give a lot of thought to what my daughters look like free chainless. I'm in and out of closet, spinning out was lost. So she's saying, what kind of songs you make? I make the kind you gotta read, baby. I'll leave the silence you can see, baby. I'll weave the darkness you can hear, baby. I'll leave my carcass in the field, baby. I'll cross my garden on the real daily, and you can sense it.
Had probably the best album of the year last year with Let the Sun Talk. Just the way that he's unapologetically speaking his mind, the realness in his voice, the high level concepts that he's not afraid to just come out here and have a conversation with. It's very heady at times, but often kind of saying the things that need to be said. But I don't think that this guy is going to be pigeonholed into this, like, he's probably going to sell a lot of records. And I think it's just a matter of time before the recognition and the love from the entire rap community is going to just set this thing on fire. Because again, he's saying a lot of things that need to be said, and to have someone like that on your team, on your label, is perfect. Nevertheless, Mavi, maybe go check him out. Trip Carter.
Want the beat like a metronome, yeah. And she got the throat like she catching ghosts, yeah. He on the tracks like it's Harris, yeah. Holla. Iced out drinking, ice house, malt liquor. White it out, bumping, bite down in a Civic. Pipe down every fly out in the city. Every night, only one ploy. Dripping that sauce ever since a young boy.
Trip Carter is somebody who I've been following for a long time. There's actually an interview with this guy from like 4 years ago on this channel. If you look up Trip Carter interview, homies with Felly. I believe he's the touring bass guitarist for Sabrina Claudio. He was playing at Coachella this year, a part of her band and whatnot. This guy has some of the best music writing. He's very, very talented just across musically. He went to USC's jazz school, Thornton College, I believe it's called. This guy knows his stuff as far as just how to make catchy, infectious ass songs and melodies. If you go over to his Twitter, actually, he's been doing these covers. He did one for this Russ song, which I think actually caught the attention of Russ himself. And then he also did one for Lil Mosey, switching up into a Shmino song. Like the way that he's like producing these too, when you ask how much shit, because he's playing all the instruments, doing the drums live while he's doing that, singing it and performing it like a fucking pro. Because he is a professional. He's honestly some of the most interesting person that you could put into a room with a rapper. I feel like the stuff that he could bring out, whether it's from legitimate instruments or just like that energy that I know he has. Trip Carter, definitely it's his time. It's his time to shine, and coming over to this label would definitely be a good, happy place for Mr. Trip Carter. Do not sleep. Next up is Namdi.
Namdi came through with the hot sauce, still on the shit, and you know that I ain't tryna hang out with you, bitch. You should curb that. Scoop, roll out on my lens. I don't know who you think the nigga is, but you gon' learn now. Hot shit, dropping off the wick. I don't burn out.
I'm not even sure if he's signed. I'm not entirely sure on where that lands, but I can tell you that everything he's been doing, I believe he has an album called Brat, if I'm not mistaken, or Big Brat or something, and it's very, very, very interesting what he's doing right now. Yeah, it's called Brat. The album was really good, super, super, super experimental, but that's what I want, and that's what I like, is he's not gonna be afraid to do what the fuck he wants, and that mind that he has on his head, just kind of taking him in all these various directions that I've seen thus far, is definitely worth a signature on a piece of paper at this label. That is damn sure. But do not sleep on Namdi. Namdi is rising, and you gotta swoop him up quick. Next up, in that same similar vein, is most definitely Zaloopers.
Is you working for the chase? Is you going on a date? She got eyes like snakes, I got lights like brakes. I ain't never been cheap, I ain't never been skate, I ain't never been late. Patamika and Woogie, getting high like Pookie, I ain't never been Coochie. Smoking double G Gucci, I spinning like Rucci, you way too bougie.
Zaloopers Lupers, no stranger on this channel. You know my love for this guy. Definitely would be one of my first fucking draft picks, if not my #1 draft pick. I believe in Lupers so hard. Whether it's this project that he just released, Gremlin, or various other projects from Health to Bothic to Wildcard to Dynamite. You have so many examples of why this guy can do such great album making projects, writing. The growth over those years is some of the craziest things that you can actually physically see. He's not divulging into different styles. He's not biting anybody. He's just building on his own craft that he's created himself. And like, to see the growth in those years and through those various projects, to see where we are now's the time. Sign him up, get it going, because it's about to happen. It's about to happen. Next up is somebody who I feel like would be a perfect roster member, as far as the sense that you need a little bit more aggression, and I think the aggression that Gizmo.
Eat anybody that get in my way. None of these rappers are with it with Drake. I'm feeling good like I miss on my day. Don't fuck with me, boy, I'm a beast when I'm tight. Hit the shit until it hit back. I'm high as a jetpack. I'm off that California impact. You smoking that mid-pack. I get home, then I'm like, woman, that shit back. That stay a dip back. I got plugs in every damn city I've been in, but you wouldn't get that home.
Inherently brings to all of his songs are something that you really can't look at Gizmo as a one-trick pony. You can't look at him as someone who's one-noted at all, and especially if you bring him with any of the people that I just named on this label, you're gonna make some of the craziest stuff. And what he's gonna bring out of everybody else is some different level of aggression that you don't necessarily see from these guys. I think Gene Dawson and Gizmo on a track would be insane, and Gizmo on the next person's track would be insane. There's so many good things that Gizmo can do, because he's not at face value what it looks like, and it's you'll see that across, whether it's the album Dear Boy or the most recent project that he just dropped that I can never get the name correctly of. Do not sleep on what Gizmo is bringing to the game, and he's coming in hot this year. He's very vocal on Twitter, and the views that he amasses just by himself on his own channel is some of the most impressive stuff alone. So do not sleep on Mr. Gizmo, because he's gonna be on this label. Dylan Ponders.
Hiding from cameras, talk to me nice, so I might just go Brucey Labana. Drip like a fountain, I'ma keep counting till I get the crib in the mountains. Do it for the mans, I meant it. Y'all niggas do it for the gram, I don't get it. Niggas get signed, then they head get big, then they go and run off with a style I invented. I don't really mind, I been there, done did it. Fucking on my bitch, barely last 1 minute. Coming off top, nigga, I don't got a panic. Living no life with no limits, life gave me limits.
Dylan Ponders, I'm one of the biggest Dylan Ponders fan, and I can never understand why he is not blown up to the sense that I believe he is at. His most recent project called Nowhere, it's more than worth your time. I think that what Dylan Ponders does is just flow better than anybody else, and has probably the coolest rap voice you'll ever hear. And it's just about getting him in the right room with the right people and putting these right eyes on him before it just all takes the fuck over. He comes across like he's some legendary person who has just rapped 1,000 hours, 1,500,000 hours. Like the amount of time and effort that I have seen just through various social medias over the years, and just the amount of like dedication that Dylan Ponders has to just being a rapper, and how he does it, and from like an independent sake, someone's just gotta pick him up, swoop him up, and put him in the right situation to get the right ears on the right place, because there's so much of a catalog here too. This guy can literally rap in any different way, 1,000 times over. Dylan Ponders, definitely gotta have him on the label. Tom the Mailman.
I get mainstream, there'll still be your songs, and you don't worry about a thing. I'm still traveling alone. Oh, baby, when I get finished at the studio, you know I'm gonna call your phone, saying come back, you come back, you come back, you come back, you come back to me.
I love fucking Tom. Tom's the man, and there's one thing that you can't be doing it's sleeping on Mr. Tom. I don't understand how this guy hasn't gotten a deal yet. I don't understand how he hasn't blown up to the sense that I believe he deserves. Lil Tommy has been big. His most recent release, Sunset Visionary Volume 1, was something that I very much enjoyed. You can go check out a reaction to that or a review on that on this very channel, as well as just the various singles that he's released in the past like month or so. He's put out Pink Punch as well as No Combos, both great singles. This video just recently dropped for Traveling Alone, which is a song off of Sunset Visionary. Tom the Mailman, sign him the fuck up. And if you ask me, the melody, the polish that this guy has, I don't think you can really force Tom the Mailman to really like put out and like anything that he doesn't want to. And I think that's like because he has such a specific vision, such a specific drive, and his overall goal is just to make the best product possible. And to have that guy again in a room on a label with a bunch of other creative, awesome artists, that's it. Case in point. Next up, the kid is an anomaly at this point, because you're sitting with 7 million plays on a song like Little Little Lee. You got million pretty much on various other videos, and at least 100,000 on like even the Steven Jets music video channel, which isn't Void Tracks with like a huge ass following. Steven Jets has been killing it as far as taking over the videos for Trippy and just making sure that the people still find them. 500,000 views on this 6 to the 09 video. There's nothing that you can say negative about Trippy the Kid, and there's really nothing that you can even say that doubts what this guy's about to do. It's just about, I think, putting him in a room and locking him in there and making him work and giving him all the resources that he needs, and a label would do that. So having Trippy the Kid signed is kind of a, again, no-brainer. But just think of like a Zaloopers and Trippy the Kid song, or like a Dylan Ponders Gizmo Trippy the Kid song, or like fuck Gene Dawson, you throw fucking Trip Carter on the beat, dude. Like you got Mavi in there. Like you could have so much fun with this roster that we're making right here, right now. Last but very, very, very much not least, Grandma. What's up, Garrett here. Grandma's song should be playing right now, but as a result, apparently he's signed. Didn't know that. My bad. But not only that, they want to suppress and block any video, including music. So as a result, here's a little jingle that I wrote. Grandma's signed. I didn't know they tried to block my video. Grandma is the best. No fucking doubt about it. The smooth, disco-y, old school feel that his vocals portray, but also just like the creativity that the guy does. He has probably like my favorite Instagram profile, the way that he like posts pictures with like videos and like uses green screen and just has fun, and he's funny as fuck, has great personality. He definitely could get into acting because like again, the guy has charisma. So just as like an overall superstar, I believe Grandma is that. You cannot underestimate just like the symbolism that Grandma is able to portray just by standing there looking at the camera. He's a superstar, and I really, really, really very much believe in Grandma. So cannot sleep on this individual right here. But yeah, that is pretty much the entire 10 people for this label. To run through them one more time: you got Gene Dawson, you got Maybe, you got Trip Cardi, you got Namdi, Zaloopers, Gizmo, Dylan Ponders, Tom the Mailman, Trippy the Kid, and Grandma to close out the 10 people roster. Are you happy, Patrick? Are you happy? All seriousness, thank you for giving this idea and this video idea. This is a cool ass thing that you're doing. So hopefully everybody out there with similar channels to mine is also doing the same and putting together these lists and shining a little spotlight on these unsigned artists. If anybody is signed, my bad. It's not like I can really tell in this day and age until it's formally announced. But I did, for the most part, do some Googles and try and figure out what was going on to see if anybody was signed. And nobody was really signed to a major, as far as like Pitchfork article number 47 said. But anybody who I really, Lil Darky would have been top choice, but Patrick shouted him out in the last one. There's a couple other ones. I would have put Jaleel on here. Jaleel was on here for a while. Lentra, which is like CEO at business.net, which is like this random offshoot of Lentra, the producer, who's like Baby No Money's producer. That whole thing that he's doing, I really fuck with that vibe. Hell, let's just make him the CEO of Only the Best Records. I think that's fair, actually. So contact CEO@business.net if you need to, get in contact with our record label. Thank you so much. Oh, and Baby Keem, you're definitely signed, but I would have fucked with that. Breakin's probably signed, we just don't know yet, or is about to sign. Who the fuck knows? But didn't add him because something in my gut says that that's not going to be an independent act for much longer. Blowing the fuck up. Most recent video before this one is about Breakins. If you would like to go check that out, please do so. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you again to Patrick CC. Go check out his videos. Best label in the fucking world. And hiring Aaron Richards was definitely either the best or the worst idea I've ever had. But again, thank you so much for tuning into these videos. Follow me on Twitter @YoGarrett, YoogRRTT. Instagram as well. Now INROTATION on those two platforms as well. Take care of yourself. That is all.